Yo, what up guys, my name is Sasee and today I am back with a fresh video. And since everyone has been asking for me to do CSGO, guys, I hear you, I see you, here is CSGO. You got what you asked for, because these last few videos have been like stream highlights and mainly I dare play only Valorant and maybe some other variety games, and everybody knows I'm trying to go away from CSGO slowly because I do like Valorant a bit more, but the video is not about that. Since I do know that I have fans that are still here for CSGO, I'm still gonna occasionally try and do it, and since I hate to waste your guys' time, I'm just gonna ask for a few things. First, subscribe to this channel please, because I got quality content. Like this video please, because it is quality content, and check out my Twitch because that also is quality content. Other than that, that's all I wanted you to hear, and let's just hop right into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Okay, so here we are on Cache, a site, and well, the first one, it's a huge favorite of mine that I used to do a lot, because very often when terrorists that are pushing A, coming out of A main or squeaky, they will check all the basic positions. Obviously they're gonna check car, this might be smoked, actually they will check forklift, they come in, they check whatever, this was called NBK I think. I haven't played CSGO for some time, and more often than not the way they check quad is they just do this, right? And you may ask, what's wrong with this? Well, actually somebody might be hiding right exactly here, and that is exactly what I used to do as a CT. I always played here because I knew a lot of players, they just check this area, they check it and they think, oh, everything's clear, so they say A clear, come plant. And meanwhile I'm still sitting here, somebody starts planting, I kill the planter, and by that point the guy who checked quad also usually starts playing quad, so you can kill him as well. I've had many great plays from here. The only important thing you have to remember is you have to be very careful from mid, and that is why you need somebody from your team to watch mid. And if they get killed, then this spot gets really sketchy and you actually have to go back to quad. So yeah, everyone, have fun trying this, because I'm sure this will definitely work for everyone. If not in Faceit, then matchmaking for sure. Just trust me. You just stay here silent the whole round, and when the time comes, you kill everybody. Okay, so here goes the next thing on Cache, and we're still pretty much on A. And what I want to show you is a really fast and simple A main smoke, because many of you probably do the one where you line something up. And the thing is, I actually still don't know where and what to line up, and I've actually never liked it because you actually lose some time when you go into the right position and you have to set something up. You lose some of that precious time. So what I'd usually do is, it's a really simple smoke that covers A main perfectly. So when you're running up, you aim at this bottom line right here. And when your crosshair while running goes to the middle of the thing, then you release the smoke. If you don't know what I mean by middle, is I'm referring to this big rectangle. So I aim at this line right here, and when my crosshair goes around to here, to middle, I release it. So let me show you real quick. Okay, so I'm running up, I have my smoke, I aim at the bottom, it goes to the halfway, and I release it. And it lands pretty much perfectly. Like, there are no gaps here and no gaps on the other side as well. And let me show you one more time for those people who don't believe that it can smoke A main constantly, because sometimes there are smokes that don't smoke everything perfectly off constantly, but this does actually work every time. So you run up, take your smoke, aim there, release, and again. And actually the next tip is right over here by Squeaky, and this tip is probably another tip for very aggressive players, because you've probably noticed majority of the tips are for aggressive players, and that is because I was a really aggressive player myself, and I'm just showing what I used to do and what in my opinion were really good, just fun tips to do. So what I usually do is, when the round starts, I came from the CT base, and I'd like to go into Squeak instantly and try to get an early pick like always, because it's just easy to catch people off guard, because sometimes in lower ranks people actually don't cover this, or they didn't hear the door open, and you can flank all the way here and you can kill somebody on the boost maybe. But the thing with this is that the doors can actually be quite well heard from a pretty big distance. So what I would do is, when opening the doors, I would start to shoot, because the bullet sounds, they cover a bit of the door sounds, so it would pretty much look like this. And see, like, you yourself pretty much cannot hear the doors, and maybe someone's who's over there, they hear the door sound less as well. Lastly, what I wanted to show you is how to go out of mid garage when it is smoked off, because, you know, if there's a smoke laying right here, you probably are not going to go out like that with your knife in your hand. That's just pretty dumb. So what you can actually do when running from T-base instantly to mid and you hear it get smoked, you take out your flash and you throw it against this wall, and it lands right in the entrance here. So where's the flash? Okay, I guess you can't see it on the floor, but it lands somewhere over here in the entrance, and it's perfect because you can keep running and you get a great flash off. You just run and aim on the wall right here above this big box, just like that. And see, it lands right over here. This one could actually be a bad flash, but for that to happen, it is really unlucky. So let's try again real quick. And that landed here, so that would flash the whole mid pretty much. Another much simpler way actually to do it would probably be, if you stand right over here when it's smoked, you throw a flash like that, running backwards and underhand, and run out of the smoke. That's also good. It is not the best because if somebody's close, they can hear the flash coming, but maybe if someone's by the box, they still will get flashed. So that's a simple one that could work pretty much in every rank. It just depends who you're playing against. Okay, so we're on to our last map, Inferno, and let's just get right into the tips. Let's not waste your time, guys, right? So the first thing really good as a CT is, for example, there are terrorists coming up banana really fast, or not even fast, maybe they sit here for 1 minute, but then all of a sudden you hear them running up to B and you know it's gonna be a B hit definitely. Then you pretty much stand in oranges, I think this is called. Like I said earlier, I haven't played this game for like 2 months, so I don't remember any callouts, but what you would do if you're playing here, you would just crouch down and aim at this third dot from the top. So 1, 2, 3, and throw a regular flash. And it's actually a really great pop flash for people who are coming here. And more often than not, everyone will get flashed, and you can just run out together with a flash and kill everybody. So you throw it, turn your back, and boom. Kill everyone. This is something similar for a really similar scenario. For example, there are terrorists coming up banana, so you peeked. Oh shit, everyone's coming. Everyone's running towards me. You can hear like 4 people running, and you know you have to get out of the situation as fast as possible. And maybe they tag you on the corner, you get tagged for 50 HP. And the only way to survive this would pretty much, when you're running, throw a flash like this. Because that could save your ass majorly. Because while they're peeking and trying to kill you, chasing you away, that flash could explode at the same exact time, and that may save you. So yeah, you hear them running, you run away, just throw a quick flash against that wall and go hide yourself. Alright, so time to show you another flash, again being as a CD. And maybe you're here on long and you wanna flash mid, maybe for your teammate, maybe you wanna flash yourself out and peek mid lane. Oh shit, what am I saying? Mid lane. Take the lane away, I meant mid. So instead of throwing a regular flash like that, because a lot of people do it like that, there's enough time for the terrorists to see that flash and turn away. What is way better to do is you throw it against this roof, so it bounces, and that way they have less time to react to it. So that's a really great tip. With this flash you can even flash yourself, it's just that you have maybe like half a second of time while they get off the flash, but it's a way better flash to flash in your teammate that's waiting short. So you just do that and he peeks with an op and kills everybody. For the next one, I don't really have to go far. Again, this is a CT tip, a counter-terrorist tip. So let's say you're playing short and you wanna somehow peek aggressively second mid. Obviously one possibility would be from here, from boiler, but this is a really expected peek. So what you could do aggressive and really dangerous is you just throw a smoke down mid, and not to expose yourself, you just pretty much try to throw it against this house. When it gets smoked, just go to second mid and try to surprise them, because a lot of the time all the terrorists are running down second mid with their knives out, and I don't think they're going to be ready for you just come out of here, because when I did that, people were definitely not ready for me. So again, you're standing short, just throw a simple smoke against this house, wait for it to bloom or pop or whatever, go second mid, pull out your rifle and spray down an ace. Okay, I know, too many CT tips, time for some terrorist tips as well. This one is a really simple one, not the smartest one, not the best one, but when it works, it works. So, as many of you may know, it's pretty damn cancerous to get out of AABs, because there could be someone there, somebody could be in pit, somebody could be in sight holding an off angle on short, somewhere over here. There are just so many angles to check. It's really hard to get out of apps. So what I'd usually do when I just stop giving a fuck and I just want to go out and kill everyone, I would just throw a simple flash like that and run out, because people are going to be forced off of the angle. Like, they're not gonna look at the flash, they're most probably going to turn away from it or just go into their hiding spot. For example, they were standing here and now they're behind this wall to avoid the flash. Like I said, this isn't no rocket science, just a simple flash, so you can maybe try and get out of apps. I'm sorry, terrorist fans, another one for the CDs. So if you're in the pit, playing pit, you know there are people short and you don't want to peek them because you fear for your life, and it's just dumb to peek without flashes, let's be honest. What you can do is you take a flash, aim it against the door, throw it, and that's a perfect pop flash for short, and everyone will get blinded. And what I love about this flash, it is so simple. You just left click, run a bit, aim at the door, and boom, short gets flashed. A good, simple tip for you. Okay, and so here goes the last one on Inferno, and if the previous ones, they were pretty... I mean, they weren't too generic, but you might have seen them somewhere else, then this last one is definitely custom made, and it's a smoke, and it's actually a really interesting one. It is meant for people that just want to get a quick plant, so maybe a force buy or an eco round, or maybe it's a full-on buy round and you just want to get the bomb down and try to defend it. So what you would want to do is you go into this corner right here between the sandbags and the wall. Obviously, the only danger right here is you are exposed to CT, so either someone's covering that angle or CT is smoked. And so what you do is you aim right next to this chimney. You see this line on the chimney, you wait right next to it on the left pretty much, and you do a little run, just a little run, and you release the smoke and it lands right here. And what this allows you to do, for example, you're carrying the bomb, you can come in here and you can plant in the smoke. So let me demonstrate that one more time real quick. Let me actually try without the little run. So you aim right there, you release it, it bounces off that wall. Okay, so it's actually better not to run. You just stand in that corner and throw it, because this time you're better covered from coffins. You come here and boom, you plant in the smoke, and the only thing you have to hope for is that you don't get killed in the smoke. And that's why you have your teammates, so they can do a flash like that, just a simple one. I guess there's nothing else to say than it's like my favorite smoke Inferno, because it is custom. Yes, it is a bit wonky, but the thing is, the CDs might actually start wondering, like, what the fuck, what kind of smoke is that? Because you probably never seen a smoke like that, because who throws something like that? I told you, it's custom. So you throw it, take out the bomb, obviously you wait for the smoke to pop before you run, you go, and you plant it in here. Obviously, the only danger when you are jumping in the smoke could be CT, so make sure CT is smoked as well. And yeah, just ask for your team to flash for you so you can plant safely, and that's it. And yeah guys, that was pretty much everything from me. I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the video. If you do want to see more CSGO content, definitely let me know. Other than that, that's everything from me, and I'm out.